So hello, St. Matthew. Good morning. We are in another interview with a member of our community who work on the front line in this pandemic time that all have experienced. And it's a very special person. So what a pleasure to be with you, Charlotte, today. I am so happy, I tell you, in this conversation with you. Do you know that you are loved for us? We love you so much, you know that?
Bless you. Thank you for having me.
All
It's
the community
lovely
love you.
to be
We
with you.
love to see you playing your flute. We love you singing. We love everything that you do. So I
Don't
am very happy
cry.
to be
I'll
here with you.
cry. Bless you. Thank you for having me. It's a real privilege to be with you this morning. So thank you.
So we have a couple of questions for you because people want to know what you do and where are you and what the kind of job you do. So you know that kind of thing. You can say anything. We'll be here between you and I. Okay, the first question is, tell us what your job is and what you usually enjoy about it.
So I am a primary school teacher, and I'm very lucky. I teach at a beautiful little school in right in the middle of Windsor Great Park, and it's stunning. It's such a privilege. I know every teacher will say this, but I do believe that our school is the best school in the world, and that our job is the best job in the world. My favourite thing about being a teacher is being able to play a part, however small, in shaping the lives of the future generation. And it's very, very hard at the moment not being able to see those children face to face, and not being there with them is really tough.
Oh, you have a wonderful teacher, I tell you.
Yes.
How was the life at work? How was the life at work and how at home changing for you over the last few weeks?
So obviously we can't be at work at the moment, or I can't be face to face with the children because I'm asthmatic. So I am in one of the at-risk groups. So although I'm back at work, I'm back at school 4 days a week. I am working very much from the office. So I have been put in charge of all things emergency at school, which I'm sure those people who know me very well will know that that was a really, really bad choice, but never mind. So yeah, it's strange because all of the learning and teaching and setting of work that is happening now is being done via Zoom, just like we are at church every Sunday. So yeah, it's really, really odd having your only source of communication with children through a computer screen. It's really, really bizarre, but it's working. So we're very, very thankful for Zoom and for technology.
Of course. At home, how things have been changing at home?
So that initial adjustment, I think, to working from home was really, really tough because obviously, you know, you go to work every day, you've got your routine. Obviously for the children, the school day is very structured, and to go from that to being told that you can't leave your house, particularly in that first few weeks, was really, really tough. So obviously we've been very sensible and walking, doing our one kind of form of exercise a day, and only shopping for essentials and stuff, going out when necessary. But I think once we were into that routine, it was fine. But obviously now being back at work is the biggest privilege ever, but it's another shift in routine that we've had to adjust to very, very quickly. So yeah, it's been tough, but you know, it's helping, I hope. So fingers crossed.
It maybe that could be more personal, but what have been difficult for you?
The thing that's been difficult for me, I think, being a teacher is not being able to see the children and not being able to help them as much as they deserve and as much as some of them might need. Because obviously in a classroom, if they needed help with something, we'd be sitting with them, you know, my TA or I would be sitting with the children explaining something. And obviously when you're seeing a class for 20 minutes a day and you're trying to whiz through everything that you want them to do, it's really hard to give them that level of input and feedback. So I think
yes.
that's my biggest challenge, definitely, is not being there for them.
For them. Oh. Okay. Are there any part of that last week, a few weeks, that you have enjoyed?
I have to say, I'm going to do a shout out to Joe Wicks and his PE with Joe every morning. I know I'm a big fan. Dad's been doing it with me. I know there are a couple of people from St Matthew's who've been doing it. So shout out to Joe Wicks for keeping me absolutely sane during the whole lockdown process. Also, Dad and I have been very fortunate to be able to raise money for
Yeah.
the Alzheimer's Society during the last couple of weeks. So again, a couple of people may have seen on Facebook and Instagram, we set ourselves a challenge to run 50 miles in 30 days for people with dementia and their carers.
Yeah.
So we did really well. We had a target of £200, which we absolutely smashed. So thank you to anybody who donated to us or supported us, because your generosity meant the absolute world to us. We ended up running 77 miles and we raised just over £600. So we are so proud to have been able to do that, and we're very grateful to the Alzheimer's Society because running is something that we would be doing anyway. So to have a goal and to have a challenge and to be able to do something good in such a tricky time has been amazing. So yeah, very grateful.
Oh, congratulations, because I have been following you on Facebook. I can follow you running, but I can follow you on Facebook. It was so good to see the pictures of you and your daddy. That's a beautiful. Thank you very much for do that. So, you know that people have been clap for the care and everything. What that mean for you when you hear that? It's because it's not only for the people working in the hospital, but all of you that have been working in the front line. How you feel about that?
I have to say, I feel very unworthy, as I've said, to kind of be sitting here now, because I absolutely don't feel like a frontline worker or a key worker. It's a privilege to do what I do every day, and that the clap for carers on a Thursday, I think, is something that we've participated in as a family, and it's just been so nice to have a way to say thank you to those NHS staff, to the police, to the emergency services for all the amazing work they've done. And I feel that it's really brought people together in a very tricky time. There were lots of houses and families down our road that turned out week after week at 8 o'clock on a Thursday just to say thank you. There was a house down the road that set off fireworks every week. We've got a GP surgery at the end of the road, so often the people who work there would be driving home during that time. So it was really special to be able to say thank you and to do something that has such a community feel, I think. So yeah, it's been lovely. It's been a really nice thing to do.
Miss Charlotte, I want to tell you that you are our frontline, because you have been teaching the children and you have been there for that. So you are worthy of that interview, and that we recognize you because you are special. So we want to know something to pray for. So what can we pray for? We really want to know if for you or for anything that you really think that we can pray for you.
I think the thing that I would ask more than anything, prayer for at the minute, and I think it's going to be the same for a lot of people, is that the virus just continues to be beaten. I know that scientists, medics, doctors are working so hard to try and find a vaccine or some more information on how we can tackle it quickly and effectively. So my biggest wish, I suppose, is that everybody continues to be really, really sensible and to continue with all the hard work that they've put in staying at home, because it has been tough. It's not an easy thing for anybody. I've found out to be told stay home. It's really, really difficult. So I think I would just ask for prayer for people who've been poorly, that they get well, and for those scientists and medics who are fighting to try and find a cure and a vaccine, and to give people the strength to stay strong, because I think we're nearly there. We're getting there. So yeah.
Oh, thank you very much for being with us today. I pray, and we're going to pray for what you're asking, but my personal prayer for you will be done soon. I'm going to hear you to play the flute again. Yay! God bless you. And don't forget that St. Matthew community love you, and we are very proud of you.
I love you, and it's such a privilege to be with you this morning, like I said. So thank you so much for having me.
So bye.
Lovely to see you.
Bye.